3 games to play. Take as many as you can. Again, I mentioned earlier, if you're just joining us, round robin stages right now, 4 groups of 4 teams from around the world, 16 teams total. Each group will only qualify 2 teams to the second round. So in this round robin, each team will play the other 3 teams in their group. First team to win 8 points wins the team match. But being beaten 8-7 is way better than being beaten 8-0. So every single game matters. And should it come down to a tiebreaker of points, every single point matters. Linda Bergstrom right now is the underseed here by world rankings, 58 in the world. Is off to a wonderful start. Good use of side spin. Again, choppers, when they're near the table, you'll see them using the inverted side of the racket more because they get more grab. They can create their own spin more. But Shin, you've been doing a wonderful job to get the long pips into action, to get a slightly, let's say, emptier opening. Something she can get aggressive against. Soft touch, perfect placement. Shin Yu-bin at the first towel break after being down 0-4, having the best possible score line she could ask for. And most of the chops so far from Linda have been very shallow, which is interesting for a handful of reasons. It changes things up, gives the opponent different opportunities. Tomahawk serve and the parallel attack to follow. She's strong in the attack game. Defenders have to be at this level of play. It's been that way for a long time. It's actually Korea Republic's Ju Se-hyuk, who's considered the greatest chopper of all time by many. So precise when she turns. These forehand attacks. Almost everything has been to the backhand too. That means short side of the table, low margin for error. Heavy spin. This time it wasn't a kill shot, it was rotation. Wow. Compelling scoreline here. Linda leading by 5. Nice change up on serve. You can hear the difference in sound on the pip side of the racket. Different vibrations, different thicknesses of sponge. She's got them both. Shin Yu-bin earning that opportunity. Okay, guides. Now she's in position. Timing, that was good. When the topspin comes in, it's much easier for the attacker, let's say, to rest a little bit because they don't need as much lift. They don't need to put in as much work, let's say. That said, it takes awareness and it takes a very calm hand and perfectly tilted, let's say, blade. Linda extending the lead back to 4 now. Now the frustration here from Linda Bergstrom is because this is just a ball to keep the rally going. She knows that in general, she can return this ball. Trying to keep it to the line there. It carries a bit wide. Shin Yu-bin getting one of many much needed points. Ooh, this one comes down very slowly. Slow spinny shot to tighten up the score line. A backhand serve. Black is the spinny side, the attacking side for Linda. Twiddled right back to the pips on the backhand. And it just carries long. No timeout called. Here it is. She was up 7-2. And a big serve here. Deception serves to the backhand. Clear side on it. How much? What was the axis of rotation? That was the question. Shin Yubin still with the momentum. Percentage-wise, should be able to get to the finish line, but easier said than done. Now remember at the beginning of the match, when I mentioned that Linda's chops were coming in a little bit more shallow and we'd probably see them come in deeper as the match developed. There are a handful of reasons for this, but Shin Yubin's drives have gotten more powerful. She's needed to be kept deeper. And 2 big points. So the majority of the points out of the timeout. Shin Yubin, a fine balance of focus, spin. When you play choppers, moving them in and out is important, but Linda's been so strong in the attack so far this game. Think about how many points she won attacking. The majority.
Next. 9-0.
What an incredible shot. This ball had so much side spin. It was as deep as could be. Shin Yubin in that moment should never even have to worry about a shot like that, having to chase it, and almost a premature choke, but it's game point, Bergstrom. And it's Shin Yubin to save it. Deuce. Alternating serves here. That's a lot to do. Reclip your hair, hold the racket, and catch the ball at the same time. She comes close. Alternating serves until one player has a 2-point lead to take this first game. She's been wonderful at playing that wide forehand. Linda on the attack from under and behind the table there. Second attack in this point. And the way she does it, covers the middle, gets Shin Yubin to turn. Short stroke, not a lot of backswing. She was ready to chop. Game point again. And she takes it. Linda Bergstrom takes game number 1. Linda Bergstrom, the chopper, with the serve. 1-0 she leads. The speed on these chops, they're dart-like. If you've been watching global table tennis for quite some time, you've probably seen a bit of Honoka Hashimoto. It's always interesting to see the difference in the styles of choppers. Little break off the back edge here as this ball clips. Again, yes, chopper is its own style, but under that umbrella, the specifics matter. It's part of the reason players look at each other's equipment. Still in it, she saves at full extension. Linda Bergstrom from behind the table is able to use the forehand topspin, and the smiles from Stina coming out. Shin Yubin plays that so smoothly and powerfully. Patience against choppers, it's a fine balance, but patience is usually a key ingredient. So the timeout was cashed in game number 1. Shin Yubin is the leading lady for Team Korea. She's the captain of the women. That said, it's not just women on the men's side. On anywhere in the world, table tennis is so competitive. Even in the top 200, you can't rest on your ranking. Again, Wang Chuqin, Benjamin Faraji. Check the rankings for that. I think when Dima was world number 1, he was beaten in league by someone who wasn't in the top 300. Could be wrong on that, but somewhere around there. Happens to anybody. Fan Zhendong wins the Chinese national games after being beaten his first 2 matches in Bundesliga. Here we are, Linda Bergstrom looking to take this match off to a wonderful start. Now Shin Yubin is not going to be focusing on the scoreboard, but hypothetically, if she was from down 1-6, she could think of it as being down by 5. They're still having a lot of time before getting to 11. 1 point at a time, and it's blasted into the shoulder as she steps around. Much like other players, defenders have a crossover, a midsection. And if you can't hit it out of reach, that crossover is a wonderful setup to get the opponent out of position. Three quick points. Linda already used her timeout. Shin Yubin has hers should she need it. So far, it doesn't look like it. Good variation in the shots from the drives to the slow spins. Without playing a push shot, Shin Yubin is able to bring Linda back into the table just a little bit, make her play a shot from under the ground. In theory, you don't want the chopper close to the table unless they're rushing, racing, and out of position. Behind the table, there's just too much ground to cover, and Shin Yubin on a major roll here. So at the second towel break, she just won 5 straight points. Shovel serve and a wide forehand from that wide stance. She's got angles to pull from. Good wraparound. Again, if you're going to drop one name when you visit Korea, Shin Yubin is the name to drop. You'll get a smile back. You'll make a friend quickly. Table tennis unites the world. I've called table tennis a game of many different elements, but decision-making is always going to be a crucial factor. Linda caught in a very difficult situation in that point. But her service game, a lot of defenders, you know, I follow Seo Hyo-won on Instagram, her post from the draw ceremony. Seo Hyo-won's serve was incredible. And Honoka Hashimoto's the same. Linda's won her fair share of points on serve outright. But a lot shorter rallies. Game number 1, yes, they were longer than average rallies because Linda's a chopper, but they were shorter than your average chopper versus attacker rally. Outright service point again, Shin Yubin, 2 points away from making that third game a decider as opposed to a must-grab one third game. That is so good. So fast. Side spin. There's got to be a sense of urgency on the other side of the table. Shin Yubin doesn't have time to plant the right foot to get that lift. Longest rally I can recall in this game. Shin Yubin playing more touch shots, more push than we've seen. And it all pays off tactically, as we saw the twiddle there, the turn of the racket from Linda. She'll do that from time to time, especially if she needs to push from near the table with the backhand. The black side generates more spin. 2 game points, Shin Yubin. Little break off the net there to set up a big forehand as Linda acknowledges the fortune. And the timeout on the Korean side with 1 more game point left, Shin Yubin. Potential tie break, but second game point here, Shin Yubin, and it's saved. Linda Bergstrom has a chance here to take this match, not on this point, but she's got the serve. She looks like she's setting up the tomahawk, which has been relatively effective. And it's not a bad opportunity here. That's a lot of pressure. Wow, the release from An Jae-hyun. Shin Yubin setting up for a big forehand attack. Third game point, Yubin. Slides off. Shin Yubin with a narrow escape. One in the decider last time they played. quality of point has been changing and developing in such a fascinating way. I hesitate to use the word developing simply because game number 2, the length of the rally wasn't necessarily more than game number 1. But that doesn't mean the quality of shots weren't more impressive, let's say. Shin Yu-bin apologizing for the net on that last ball, but playing a little bit flatter shots, earning herself higher opportunities where she needs less, let's say, caution. 1-2, play table tennis. Kim Na-young like that. Second serve here from Linda. Wow, variation in the push game. This is the thing about sports in general. This is not a solved game. Yes, table tennis has been professional and international for 100 years now. But still, there are advances, there are evolutions to the game. New creations by players. Ooh, back edge of the table. A little bit more fortune favoring Shin Yu-bin. We call that an IOU in the pocket. She's always very polite, quick to acknowledge. Good coverage with the high racket for the top spin coming in. That's always tough. A ball shallow on the table that doesn't sit up especially high, that's loaded with spin. This will be a good angle to check it out one more time. Yeah, with the corner of the table there, if Shin Yu-bin makes that, that's the type of thing you just say, what can I do? Loving these points, the quality here as they extend. Linda moving around, varying up her chops, blending in attacks from time to time as Eun-hye shakes her head. Choi Ho-ju, everyone doing their best to give some encouragement out here. Sends it right into the middle. Shin Yu-bin drives Linda back and then hits her on the elbow, the crossover. Take a look at where Linda has to play this last ball from. Couldn't even tell which side of the racket she would have to use for the briefest of moments. Credit to Shin Yu-bin. It's what the middle's all about. Wonderful serve, as deep as can be to the backhand, the shovel. They will switch sides of the table here. Yep, Shin Yu-bin a step ahead. On the right page, everyone's on the same page. In the third game, no matter the score, whether it's 2-0 or 1-1, when one team in a doubles match, let's say pair, gets 5, or one player in a singles match, they switch sides to keep things even and balanced. Oh, back edge, cashing in an IOU. Linda still has 1 or 2 in the pocket. Wow. I glance over, drama. On table number 2. Crowd in China appreciating some good table tennis. It's not just Wang Chuqin and Sun Yingxia, but the sport itself. And there's a good reason for that. I won't go into too much detail right now as China's not playing. But table tennis is essentially the reason that China is so well respected and friends with countries around the world. Go back to 1971, look up ping pong diplomacy if you want. It wasn't just the US and China. It was China and many nations. Right now, Xin Yubin covering the table well. She steps around. Felipe Berlian, Tobias Berman saying, yes, yes, you're doing the right thing. You got this. But a lot of momentum now as Xin Yubin continues here towards that finish line. Earns it. It sits inside the table in the power play. Xin Yubin puts it to rest. Watch the bounce. Winner speed 83 kilometers per hour. I was curious. The sound was sweet. Not so common to see shots above 80 kilometers per hour in the rally. And looking for that strawberry chop action. A bit of side spin, but it is 5 game points for Xin Yubin to extend the lead for Korea Republic to 4-2 in a race to 8 points. And there it is. Xin Yubin closes the door and takes the match 2-1. So it is 4-2, the top seeds lead.